I bolstered guards along the ridge. We've got the high ground over there.
If Veilguard and DragonAge can control...
Veil jumpers are in trouble. They could use our help, if we can find them. This map is a good start.
Rook, good to see you. Okay, we all know why we're here, right?
Make sure that the artifacts we calmed stay calmed. We know.
This should be easy. Yanarl, you and Strife take the first set. Irlin and Hamuel take the second. Rook and I will handle the rest.
You picked me. I'm so flattered.
Well, of course, I know you. I mean, I don't know you yet. Not that. Anyway.
Just lead the way and I'll follow.
All right, now we're going to check the crystal alignment, fade connection, and the lyrium reserves.
Has alignment ever been a problem? Even once?
It's not worth the risk. Even if it's only off by a little bit, we know what happens.
Happened once, and we can't even be sure the crystal alignment was why. Look, I know what you're saying, but maybe if
We check it every single time.
I'm sorry. You're right, Sorry.
Forget it.
Are you okay, Balara?
I'm fine.
It's my fault, really. I'm sorry, Balara.
Let's go. We want to get back quickly.
Of course.
See you soon.
So what was that all about?
What was what all about?
That tension, it seemed pretty heavy.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Here we are, the artifact vault. Or one of them, at least.
Looks like it's seen better days.
Repairing reality. He doesn't leave a lot of time for repairing walls. At least until someone falls through a hole in the floor. Random example. See those two power crystals?
Okay, new power crystal is in.
Great, and the artifact didn't collapse the room.
Was that a possibility?
Always is. And there we go.
So it's calmed now?
Should be, and it'll stay that way for a while. And in the meantime, it won't tear open reality. Okay, let's keep going.
Sure, sounds good.
So it's nice out, at least. You know, ignoring that reality itself is paper thin here.
Hard to ignore that.
Right? Found one.
Great. Bring it over here and put it in the socket.
So what did this artifact do? Before it was calmed, I mean.
It would bring flaming rocks down all around it, every 30 minutes. And for some reason, you'd hear chanting while it did it. Not sure what that was about. Okay, reserves replaced, which means there. Everything's looking good. Thank you, by the way, for helping out. You have better things to do, I know.
We're keeping reality intact. That feels pretty important.
Right, good point. Okay, one more to go. Not too far now. Thank you for giving me this chance to help people.
You were already kind of doing that. As a veil jumper.
Sort of, but it was never as big, you know? As grand. Helping you. Well, we're helping lots of people. Everywhere. I like that.
So how do you calm an artifact anyway?
You have to cut it off from its power source, but carefully. Some of them like to try and blow up when you do it.
Rook? What do you need?
Never mind.
Found the other crystal?
Great, slot it in. There. Done.
Hey, you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Or will be. It takes a lot out of you, all those little magic bits. Not hard, just exhausting. But it needs to be done, and done right.
Yeah, keeping reality from falling apart is important. But other Veil Jumpers can do this. Why not let them?
Because maybe then I can make up for it.
Make up for what?
For not being good enough when it counted. I'm sorry, I can't. Not right now.
Laura, I'm...
My brother.
What?
Back there. You asked me why I did this. Why I put myself out here. For him. For my brother. Wherever he is.
What happened to your brother?
Syrian. His name was Syrian. We were the same, you know? In a lot of ways. We wanted to learn everything. About Elvenon, the magic, the people, all of it. We heard about the Notisterthalin, figured it had the answers, or some of them. Then Arlathan started going wrong. I joined the Veil Jumpers to help people. And he kept looking, kept putting himself in danger. It should have been safe. I know, I checked that artifact 3 times. I guess it should have been 4. Artifact started pulsing. He was too close. I couldn't find my way in. They called him a hero. Wanted to make a statue. They thought it would make it all okay.
I'm sorry doesn't feel like enough.
It's something, even if it doesn't fix it. Syrian, he felt responsible for our people, for me, my little brother. He thought he needed to take care of me. He called me Vora Shivan, hummingbird in Elven. Said it was because I could never sit still. But he loved me for it. said it kept him thinking, trying to keep up. And he helped me too. He kept me focused, anchored. And now he's gone. Because I wasn't good enough.
It's not your fault. You have to know that.
Then why does it feel like it was?
You lost someone important. Guilt's part of that. But if you don't learn to get past it, you'll drown.
I wish it were that easy. I've tried. Told myself I couldn't have done anything, and my head believes it. But my heart doesn't. So I try to make up for it. Honor him. Learn about our people. Find the truth. Maybe when I do, I'll feel it.
Feel what?
That he forgives me. And that I deserve it. We should head back. Rook. Thank you for being here.
Wow! Even during an occupation, the market is still pretty busy. So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Velara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team?
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katerina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me, and I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern-toothed dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katerina would never let me have one of these, though. Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information, or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
We could be in Virantium in no time with the Alluvian.
It won't matter. Zara's not in Virantium.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Let him. Crow business or not, we'll find Zara ourselves.
Good.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend. Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
First kisses? It's been a while. I might need a refresher.
I see. You lead an adventurous life.
No more than you, I'm guessing.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
That was before. It's not selfish to spend your time on what matters to you.
Perhaps what matters is who I'm with. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Watch ahead.
Kavinter!
Finish them now.
We are being tested!
A gift of the gods.
End it now!
Get now. An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem de winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a bit of misery now.
Right.
Demons! this one. Curiosity undimmed. Just one more answer. Truth and story beneath the ruins. Find who he was. I will find you then.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, Lucanus, but how did the Venatori stick you with spite?
They fed me something. Like he was a parasite in uncooked meat.
You know, I spent lots of time around demons, but I've never heard of them being used that way.
Zara said she got the idea from some cult in Orlais. They used it on seekers who are immune to demons.
Still damaged after those shots from the palace.
I guess we get demons or this. Oh, that's a
Another demon killing.
Let's finish this! No good! I'm blinded!
Compassion. Another victim?
This one. Green against grey stone. Rain, nourish. How she watched it bloom. Find who she was.
They left a trail. Sloppy, but useful.
Hortensia. She was a gardener.
Green against grey. In debt, desperate, but still found hope. There are others. I would know more of them.
Someone's selling cheese. We do need supplies for the kitchen.
If you're shopping, I could help. I have a few ideas for a dish.
Oh, yay.
Demons! It looks like another victim.
Finish them off.
The spirit of compassion. And another murder victim.
This one. A roof denied. Eyes skim over. Yet a world smudged in shadow. So beautiful. Find who he was.
There's a trail. We can follow it.
Cat. Charcoal drawings by someone named Evander.
A world smudged in shadow. He drew Docktown's darkness, but also its light. A faint connection begins to bind them. We must find the third.
And another Fen'Harel altar. Property of Marcus, scholar.
Story beneath the ruins. Fear for the future, and yet he continued. For himself and for her. All those I found, I held a hand as the light left.
Do you know something about the murder victims? What connected them?
Each was desperate. Each heard a whisper that tempted them, and each turned away. They defied the one who called them. The demons we saw were merely minions. Too late for these. But now I can watch and protect others. Something larger stirs, calling the desperate. I cannot see what. No, the hope you bring Dogtown thwarts it, and may you continue.
everyone still alive?
That warehouse the Venatori were in, traders used it before. I remember Ferelden Furs stored waist-high 5 years back.
They're telling us to watch out for Darkspawn.
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
Hey, Brett.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varric, too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The Alluvia makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home?
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too. All right, let's go.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry. I'm paying. Let's get started.
We'll take a paper. Thanks.
The best word in Ducktown.
This one
right
quotes
here.
several magisters, several lies.
How did you fall in with the shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The shadows brought me in after that.
The Viper! More than one person. You'll read it here first.
One, please.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
Viper spotted at a local fish fry.
Hold on. There's still papers to buy on the north side. Let's stick around here.
Welcome. Here for a drink. I'll be with you.
We'll get these ones later. Let's finish the north side first.
I came down here to procure particular items. I'm told Ducktown is a...
We'll get these ones later. Let's finish the north side first.
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
What happened in Marnus Pell? First-hand account. Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
What about this? You've got a good eye. I was starting to think my good neighbors lack taste. Go on, take a closer look. Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is there something you're buying, my friend?
Rook, let's see. Embalming liquids, a bone saw.
Right. Nice friend, Nev. Why'd you really stop by?
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything.
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Personally.
Don't tell me you're surprised.
I thought you'd be on opposite sides.
Nothing's that easy. They're a problem, and they keep worse problems away. Whether we're on the same side depends when you ask. But we've got more to see. Let's go. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far.
Best cereal
Is there a
and
secret?
breakfast.
Trust
The
people
latest
enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
I guess that works.
Until it doesn't. You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
Huh? Yeah.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. Said next time you were here, it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah. It's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
You said you'd take jobs worth taking.
That's what I tell myself.
This one was. The rest we figure out as we go.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day, getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
We got in over our heads, didn't we?
Same old story.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
Then I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
Did the Magistery explain why?
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. How does a Morn Watcher come to be involved with the Blight in Arlathan? And not just any Watcher, but a controversial figure after what you pulled during that undead rebellion.
Right. Talk to the people I saved. They don't call my actions controversial. Some traditional watchers called my actions casual destruction of the dead, but they weren't there.
Very well. Then tell me how a Navaran necromancer apologist unleashed the Blight.
I think unleashed is a little strong. It was an unfortunate side effect.
The Blight was a side effect?
Yes, of stopping the Dreadwolf, Elven God of Lies, from destroying the Veil. We did stop him, by the way. You're welcome.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods Elgernon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the blight worse. Demetis Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the Blight.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons?
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
So now what? The first warden tried to have me locked up. I need the wardens on my side.
Jowen Glastrom is not the Order. He's more politician than warden. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Doom what's best. I wasn't expecting to see a resurgence of the Veilguard. Venatori,
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads... You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay, let's see who's in our corner.
So, scout hard.
the deeper currents.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Darkspawn.
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison. Watch your back.
Would you luck her?
On your right.
Take your shot.
If the Darkspawn are here, the blight on this island must be running wild.
If the Guardians can't handle them, then it's up to us.
Where were we?
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did. Well, not for the poison drinker, but he murdered the neighbor's cat, so for the cat... Anyway, Kirk was right. Happily ever. There we go.
And another Fen'Harel altar.
I keep expecting one of the floorboards to break.
Let's not linger here.
Trouble coming.
To the right.
can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside.
Well, anyway.
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did. Well, not for the poison drinker, but he murdered the neighbor's cat, so for the cat... Anyway, Brooke was right. Happily ever after.
Can't keep the two of you down. And when you don't read the sequels, those endings stick.
There's a sequel? Have you read it?
No, but trust me. Tragedy sells in Marathas. More story? Better chance things go sideways. About to have a problem.
Another Fen'Harel altar.
Here we go.
Hitting us from range.
Finish it. Still standing, not bad. Not the nicest tree in here.
Every time we destroy a blight growth, I feel like I need a bath. Another tendril gone. Don't let it get on you.
Careful ahead.
That veil bubble Rook and Harding found you in. How often do those happen in Arthur?
Sometimes, often, never. Depends on the day, and they're unpredictable. And with Elgranon and Gillenane loose, who knows what might get twisted up.
Well, isn't that a treat?
Inherent instability and survival uncertainty aside, they really are fascinating.
I'll take your word for it.
That's not growing back.
The Blight's taken root here. We'll need to clear it.
Those blight tendrils we saw led right here. That's our answer.
These bones have been preserved. But for what?
The path can be breached. Bring what the gods have hidden.
Fade Tear is spewing blight. That must be how the gods are sending blight into the crossroads.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
I know. But you showed up anyway.
Well, your letter was desperate.
Harding?
What? Aren't we desperate?
Let's hear what you've got to say.
The elven gods are changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demeta's Crossing. They overran it with the Blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the Blight, we need Warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
that the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Whatever you've heard from the First Warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the First Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
Thank you, both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
Easy, boy.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
You've got bigger problems than us. We found blight on the tent.
What? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
He's caught a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that.